If it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing for you to do. This comes to us from Marcus Aurelius. And I think it's a easy concept to grasp. It's a simple notion. I don't think anyone would disagree. But few do. Few actually do that which they know is good, which is right to do, because it's not convenient, because it may hurt their feelings, because they're shy, because of what other people may think. All of these things accumulate into us not doing what is right and putting what is right on somebody else, saying, yes, that is the right thing to do, but they're in a better position to do it. That person just dropped their wallet. Oh, but they're so far away, and I noticed that guy saw it and he's closer. So if he doesn't do it, I mean, what does that say about him? Who cares what that says about me? What does that say about him? You know, there's a quote from the movie Kingdom of Heaven by King Baldwin, and I've never seen the movie in its entirety, but I've seen this clip, and it says he's essentially saying, before when you go before God, the excuse virtue wasn't convenient at the time will not suffice. I think we all need to wrap our heads around two things about virtue, and that is virtue is a verb, and virtue is not convenient. For if virtue was convenient, it would not be virtue. If virtue was convenient, it would not be virtue. Because there's nothing virtuous about doing what is easy. There's nothing virtuous about doing what is beneficial to you and you alone. There's no virtue in this. Virtue is an action, a selfless action, done to help another, done to benefit society, the whole, as Marcus Aurelius would call it, and so many Stoics would call it, and so many religious people, and so many philosophers, and so many of the wisest people ever to step on this earth would preach, to view society as a whole, as one body. If someone has to be an arm, somebody has to be a foot, somebody has to be a head, somebody has to take the position of each body part. And the foot is no more useless than the head, and the arm is no more useful than the finger. All play their own unique part in the whole, and if one is gone, then the whole is disrupted. But what is good, I think we so often do not do because do not do the good because we are caught up in thinking if we should do it. We're not caught up in the question if that is the right thing to do. We are caught up in the question if it's the right thing for me to do. And I think we need to get to the point where if we don't have to ask the second question, we don't need to go to the latter statement. We can just say it's the right thing to do. And then we're acting, we're going, virtue is a verb, we're acting. Whether it's convenient, whether it's not, it doesn't matter. Because if it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing for you to do. And how many times have we not done something and regretted it? Because intentions are truly all that matter. You can sit there and think about maybe I'm misreading this situation. Maybe it's completely under control. Maybe that's maybe it's fine. Maybe no intervention is needed. But if you feel like there should be, or you feel like it would be the right thing, then it is. And if you're wrong and you embarrass yourself and whatever happens, you can find deep-seated contentment and the fact that your intentions were pure. All you wanted to do was what you thought was right. All you were trying to do was help. You had no ill will in your action. And you can find deep contentment, satisfaction in that notion. And that can and just realizing that beforehand can save you from the rabbit hole of, oh, is this the right thing to do? Well, yes, but if this is actually happening, then maybe it's not. But maybe this isn't actually happening. And then maybe by that time, someone else has already acted. Maybe by that time, the chance to be just, the chance to be good, the chance to help is gone. Maybe not from the fact that someone has helped, but from the fact that an opportunity has been missed. Like if somebody was choking and you were like, maybe they are, maybe they're not. You can't sit there and, think, look around, okay, someone else is closer. Are they going to do anything? Okay, that person, how about them? No, okay. And then they drop dead. And then you're just like, and obviously, not every situation is this paramount of life or death, but nonetheless, acting with virtue is paramount. And doing what you believe is right is paramount. And you are morally justified if your intentions are pure. So no need to go down the rabbit hole of, am I reading this wrong? Is this, that, all the others? If you have pure intentions, you're morally justified. And if you're morally justified, then who cares about the rest? It's better to do wrong. It's better to be wronged than to do wrong, Socrates tells us. And if you're wronged for your moral, pure intentions, it's better than not trusting your moral, pure intuition.